everyone, it's Deb if you're new, and if you're not, then welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a highly anticipated one for me because I have been staring at these boxes. I have not been opening them, I have been collecting them, and it's finally time that we unbox them together because I really wanted to do a video where I showed you guys all of the books that I've been buying and collecting recently, and there are a lot. I'm sure you're thinking, what's that big, ugly black box just there? It doesn't look like a parcel, but that is probably one of the best boxes of books because I'll tell you what, I have discovered a place called 66 Book Club. It's in Hemel Hempstead and it's a working warehouse where about once a month, or maybe even less than that, they do a huge sale to the public where you can buy books that retailers have sent back or maybe they've not sold, and they are 70% off retail price. So if a book retails for £10, you can buy them for £3. If it retails for £8, don't know the maths, but you know, it's cheap, right? It's so cheap. And I bought about maybe 50 books, I want to say, 48 books. I spent £68. Is that not a steal? So I've got a box here, and Toby also has a box. So he bought some books that he wants to show you guys later as well. So Toby will be in this video too. And I've also got some boxes from Amazon that I've been collecting, and I think I've got one from the Works up here as well, and obviously Waterstones. So it's a very exciting video. I cannot wait to unbox them and show you guys. I love watching people unbox their books and seeing what they've bought and what they're reading. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I can't wait. So anyway, less yapping, more unboxing. Let's get to our first box. We're going to save the 66 book haul for last because that is a lot of books. And let's start with a box, like an Amazon or a Works box, because I'm like almost forgetting what I bought. Oh. Okay, right, let's see what's in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books I bought from the Works. I'm pretty sure I remember a few, and I'm not excited about them anymore now. I've read the first book. I wonder if you can guess what that might be. All right, the first one I'm seeing is, yeah, I remember this shop, Reckless. So I'm pretty sure nearly all of the books in this are from the Chestnut Spring series, because I was like, oh yeah, I'll read that series. Started it, not enjoying it, but anyway, we bought them now. So oh well, this one is not that. This one is The Girl Before by J.P. Delaney. I'm pretty sure this is a thriller book. I mean, you can kind of tell, right, when a book is a thriller book because of the way they look, the like red text. I think I've heard quite a few people talk about this before. It sounds quite creepy. It's about a girl who, like, I think she house sits a mansion and then she realizes someone was murdered there and she kind of has to figure out what happened to that person. Not sure if that's really a best synopsis, but that's what I remember. So got The Girl Before by J.P. Delaney, and 90% sure the rest of these books are probably the Chestnut Spring series. Yeah, so we've got Heartless, I think. Is it Heartless or is it Reckless? That's meant to be like the best one. Can't remember. But I've got that, and I've also got, oh my god, yeah. So yeah, I've got the rest of the Chestnut Spring series. Is there already 4 in the book? I'm not sure actually. Is there 4 or 5? But I've got Flawless already. I already now have Reckless because I got that from my book surprise from on TikTok. But yes, I've got the Chestnut Spring series. I have The Girl Before by J.P. Delaney, and the last book in here, oh, I forgot I bought this one, is The Locked Door by Frida McFadden. Now, I think I've read 2 Frida McFadden books so far, and I've given them like 2.5 to 3 stars. But saying that, I am enjoying them. They are pretty like easy reads, so I'll be like excited to read this when I need something quick, easy, if I'm in a reading slump. I don't know what it's about though, no clue. I just read the first sentence and I was like, goodness me. It says, while 11-year-old Nora Davis was up in her bedroom doing homework, she had no idea her father was killing women in the basement. So yeah, I can kind of imagine what this book is about, and it's sounding creepy, but it's sounding very interesting. Okay, so the next box, I don't know. I feel like I don't remember buying anything from Amazon now. That's a lie. I remember buying a series. Oh my god. This could be an exciting box. I don't know which one it's in though. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch. Don't remember what the rhyme is. It's you. Okay, this one. Rightio. Let's see. Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! This is so fun. This was like Christmas. I forgot so many of these books that I bought, and I've just seen this one, and I was literally dying to read this. I don't know how I've waited so long to open this box. I cannot wait to read this. The Serpent and the Wing of Night by Carissa Broadbent. I literally have not a clue what this is about, but I know there are vampires in this book, and I have been dying to read a vampire story for the longest time. So I cannot wait for this one. And also I got the hardcover. So yay! It says, human or vampire, the rules of survival are the same. Never trust, never yield, and always, always guard your heart. If you know me, you know I love a fantasy, romanticy vibe in a book, and this is just giving me all of those vibes. Cannot wait to read this. Yay. Okay. What's next? Oh, another hard. Oh, I remember this. I literally bought this the day it came out. The reappearance of Rachel Price. This is by Holly Jackson, same author as A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. And I was like, I don't even care what it's about. I am loving this series. I've nearly finished it. I need her next book. So bought this straight away. It says, Rachel was really here and she was real, but that doesn't mean that her story was. Oh dear. Oh dear. The reappearance of Rachel Price. I wonder what that means. Did she disappear and come back? I don't know. I can't wait. I actually can't wait. And also I'm loving the hardbacks, even though I'm going to take off the sleeves anyway, but they just look so pristine. Okay, there's one more book in this box. Oh, I didn't even know I didn't already have this. I was like, yeah, I'm going to read that book next, but I'm glad I actually did buy it then. As Good as Dead. So this is the last book in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I must have been like, I need to buy the last book, and then seeing that she had another book coming out and bought that one as well. So thank you, Past Deb. Cannot wait for this. I think this one gets darker. Like, I think they progressively get darker and darker each book, and this one's quite thick. They get longer and longer as well. So cannot wait for this one either. Oh, I'm loving life right now, guys. Can you tell I'm loving life right now? Okay, that box is well and truly empty now. So 2 boxes are already done. How did that happen so quickly? Last Amazon box to go. This one is heavy. Okay, let's see what's in this one. I know for sure that I've bought a series, and it has to be in this box, and I cannot wait to see what the books look like, because I particularly bought these covers because I don't like the new ones, and they were so much more expensive, which is so annoying. Oh, you can't see me, sorry guys. Let's see if I can do it like this. Struggle is real. Oh my god, I'm seeing a sneak peek. What book is this? Oh yes. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. Guys. I bought Magnolia Parks. I bought, I think only 4 of them. I think, are there 6 of them? I'm not sure, but this was like a bundle deal. So you can't even see what am I doing. I bought all of them. I bought The Long Way Home, Daisy Hates, Magnolia Parks, The Great Undoing. I don't know, but the covers are just so cool. I had to get these covers rather than the newer ones. So I'm so excited. I can't wait to read this. All I hear from like romance readers are how good and like messy this series is. If you like Gossip Girl, then read this. And I love Gossip Girl. So I cannot wait to just find out what the chaos is about Magnolia Parks and her friends and boyfriends. So yes, these 4 books would be great. And then I'll probably buy the other 2 or 3, whatever it is, once I'm done. And there's also My Roommate is a Vampire. Who's this by? Jenna Levine. Again, I don't really know that much about this book. I think I saw Haley. Was it Haley I saw reading this book? And she recommended it. It was like a quick and easy read. From what I remember her saying, it's about a girl, well, her roommate is a vampire, as per the title. And I think she tries to help him fit into society and get him a date. Don't quote me, let's read it. Okay, so I made that up. She does not help him get a date, but she basically finds out the reason why she's got such a good date is the date. The reason she's got such a good deal where no one else wants to live in this flat is because of her roommate being a vampire. But you know, feelings start to grow. It sounds fun, sounds silly, sounds light-hearted. Honestly, sounds like a bit of me. Can't wait to read this. So in the Waterstones bag, I can't remember if I've shown you guys these books already. So I'm gonna just show you guys again because why not? I bought these quite a while ago now, so I might have shown them in another vlog. But I finally bought The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. So I know there's like a lot of books in this series, but I've read The Naturals by her and loved it. So I can't wait to read more of her writing. This is a really popular book on TikTok and Booktube. So yeah. I also got the Atlas 6. So, oh my goodness, I really have been dying to read this series by Olivia Blake. I've heard such good things about it. I don't know much about what it's about. I'm pretty sure it's a fantasy book. It says 6 extraordinary magicians, 5 chances to win, 1 secret society. Oh, is this the heist book? Or is that Six of Crows? I think that might be Six of Crows, but I've heard this is a really good read, so I can't wait for that one. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I bought Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I've actually bought a few more of her books that I forgot to include in this haul. I think they're on my bookshelf already, but I bought Checkmate and Love Theoretically, I think I've bought by her recently as well. And I'm so excited to read Bride. It's a vampire romance book, but I have heard mixed reviews. So I don't know, but I'm still excited. I quite like her writing from what I remember. I've only read one book by her, The Love Hypothesis, and that was like a solid 3-star read. So I'm intrigued. I want to know how she does with fantasy because I know she normally just writes romance. So yeah, this will be interesting. I also have Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Toby actually chose this book for me. I think I have told you guys about this already, but yes, I think this is quite a popular book. So you guys probably know as much as I do what it's about, and I know very little. So I won't try and tell you guys, but all I remember is it's about something to do with video games and friendship. So interesting, probably not something I would have chosen for myself, but that's always fun, right? To try something new. Oh my goodness, I forgot that I have this book. Wow, it is a big one. House of Earth and Blood, the first book in the Crescent City series. To be fair though, I cannot wait to get my teeth into another Sarah J Maas like wild. I have really been missing her writing, but I do think I will start with Throne of Glass first, probably. But still really happy to have this on my shelf ready for when I do choose to start this series. And I just dropped all of the books on my lap. Great. And the last book in this bag is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hossein. I have really been meaning to read this author's writing for a long time. I've got 1,000 Splendid Suns as well by them, so I really want to read that writing. And I think I've heard this one's a really good one to start with. I'm not sure. If you've read 1,000 Splendid Suns, then let me know which one to read first, that one or this one. So we're finally on to the huge big box by 66 Bookhaul that was super cheap. So many books. So this one is mine, which is handy. You can see that. Genuinely, when I tell you this box is filled to the brim with books, I am not lying. I'll try my best to show you. Oh my god. Can you guys see that? I will count, like I will literally count how many books are in here and how many books I've already shown you to see what the number of books is, because I'm pretty sure it must be at least about 60 or 70 books, which is insane. And I'm going to have books to read for days. Like, I have no excuse to buy books at this point. There are so many that I'm going to own. But let's get straight into it. I can already see Ali Hazelwood. I forgot I bought this book. I love discovering books that I've bought, like it's a surprise. But this is what I mean. They had so many great books in that warehouse, so I really recommend going if you can. Though there were super long lines there, so you'd probably have to go quite early. But I bought Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I don't know what this is about, but I just saw Ali Hazelwood. I've seen this book before and I was like, £2? Why not, right? Like, why not? I'm seeing the word NASA. I'm seeing the words tall, dark, piercing eyes. We know what Ali Hazelwood's about, right? She writes STEM romance books. So NASA and a guy. Sure, it's going to be a kind of romance between those two characters. Sounds good. I just read the blurb. Sounds good. Sounds very classic Ali Hazelwood, you know, STEM, romance, NASA, classic. But can't wait to read this eventually. Probably a nice summer romance. Next we've got, let's see, I'm not even going to look. Let's see what I get. The Prisoner by B.A. Paris. This is a thriller book. Thriller books are literally blue, white, and red. That is like their prime colours. Sometimes a bit of yellow as well. Don't know what this is about, but one of my friends has read this author before and recommended their writing, so I thought I'd give it a try. Read a quick bit of the blurb, and it's about a girl that's like was orphaned, now isn't, like she's grown up, but in the middle of the night she gets taken from her home and locked into a room, I think. Yeah. So interesting. This sounds like it will be an interesting read, The Prisoner. Okay, what's next? Oh, yay! I forgot I got a Riley Sager book, the only one left. Everyone and everywhere that I look for thriller books, they always recommend Riley Sager. I think this is one of the popular ones as well, the only one left. There's a lot of murder in these thriller books, right? When the Hope family was massacred decades ago, she was the only one left alive after that tragic night. Mute, paralysed, and confined to a wheelchair, Lenora has never been able to tell her side of the story until her new live-in caregiver, Kit, brings her a typewriter. And with one working finger, Lenora begins to type. I want to tell you everything. Yes, scary, but yes, that sounds great. So I got that as well. And let's just see what it retailed for normally. £9.99. So this would have been £3. A steal. These are gonna fall over. There's like so many books right below me. I'm like, oh. Oh, another Riley Sager book, The House Across the Lake. I have also heard quite a few good things about this one as well. Again, it's probably about murder, mystery, like thrillers often are. So excited for this one as well. Yay! Guys, literally everyone and their mum, I feel like recently has been talking about Abby Jimenez, and I've been so jealous because I've not read an Abby Jimenez book before. And I was like, I really need to read her writing, and summer is the perfect time for it. I've heard they're like light, fluffy romances, really good ones as well. So this is the Happy Ever After playlist, which, I mean, already I'm like, oh, what a cute title. And there's a dog on the front cover, so I'm pretty sure there's a dog in this book as well. Okay, so 2 years after losing her fiance, Sloane Monroe can't seem to get her life back on track. Oh, I don't know, I think maybe a dog brings them together. Oh, there's a musician. Oh, there are so many things in this book. I'm like, yes, that sounds great. So I got this. I got 7 Days in June. I'm actually already reading this on on my Kindle and really enjoying it. I've got maybe like 25% left of the book. Loving it so much already. I think it probably will be a 4-star read. At first, I thought maybe a 3.5, but we've still not got to the ending yet, but how it's going so far, I'm thinking it'll be a 4-star read. So yeah, I'm happy that I've got the physical copy of this as well. Really enjoying T.L. Williams' writing. It's like a lottery. What am I going to pull out next? Oh, okay, that's 2. Oh yeah, I forgot about this one. This is kind of a rogue choice. I've not heard of anyone talk about this book, but I saw Christina Lauren and I have enjoyed her writing in the past. Or their writing, there's 2 authors actually. So I thought, why not? It's called Josh and something. Oh, Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. And I think it's like a rom-com, a silly rom-com, just friends, just friends, just friends. So probably a friends to lovers romance. Love that. Well, I actually don't love that many of them, but I want to love that because it sounds cute. But I've only read maybe 2 or 3 friends to lovers. I've not loved any of them. I've liked them, but I've not loved them. So let's see if this will be the one that makes me love them. Another Abby Jimenez book, Part of Your World. I think this has got like an age gap trope in it, but the guy is younger. But apparently, it's not made into a thing. It's just like, oh, you're younger. Moving on, which is quite cool, quite unique. Don't know too much about it. Yeah, I'm seeing that her hot carpenter, who's 10 years younger than her, as casual as they come. And I think she's kind of like a city girl, more uptight. I don't know, close proximity maybe, not quite sure. But I do know this is quite highly rated on a lot of people's like romance books read. So cannot wait to dive into this book and find out what the hype is about. Oh, next we've got The Maidens by Alex Michaelides. And this is the same author who wrote The Silent Patient. So I'm going to guess that this is another thriller / mystery kind of book. Yeah, it's about like a university where there's like a very exclusive society, and I think they're trying to figure out who murdered one of the maidens, and it's like a murder mystery. So quite excited. I did enjoy The Silent Patient, so I want to know if I'll enjoy this one just as much or more or less. So that will be interesting. Sky, do you know what, guys? I got sucked in by TikTok for this book because when I like TikTok 66 Books Bookhaul, so many people were buying this book, and I was like, surely it must be good. And I don't know, it could be, but I think it's very high sci-fi or maybe high fantasy. I'm not sure which one. So I don't know if I'm gonna love it, but I did want to try it. So this will be my trying something new era, just going a little bit out of my comfort zone, and I'm probably gonna find something I love that way, right? So not quite sure what this is about, but someone said a true successor to the Hunger Games, and I love the Hunger Games. So that's interesting. Thou shalt not kill. What if death was the only thing left to control? In a perfect world, the only way to die is to be gleaned by a professional scythe. Okay. When Citra and Rowan are chosen to be apprentice scythes, they know they have no option but to learn the art of killing. However, the terrifying responsibility of choosing their victims is just the start. Corruption is the order of the day, and Citra and Rowan need to stick together to fight it. Then they are told that one of them will have to glean the other. Oh no! Oh no! That sounds so depressing! But good. That sounds good, but oh, okay. It's not tiny text either. It might be good, It might be good. So literally, I feel like putting my hand in this box and it's not getting any less. There are so many books in here. Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. I've been meaning to read this author in a while. This book was so popular at one point. I think she's known for really good representation in her books with like race and disabilities and sizes. So I saw it and thought, do you know what? Might as well read it. I've heard good things, see what it's like. I'm not sure if it's the best book. I think there's a few books in this world, but picked it up. So hopefully I do enjoy it. I bought The Red Queen. I think this is a series, a fantasy series. Not quite sure what it's about, but it sounds like it's sort of like a mixture of lots of popular fantasy romance books, maybe. So yeah, it says power is a dangerous game. The Reds are commoners ruled by a silver elite in possession of godlike superpowers, and the 17-year-old mayor, a red girl from the poverty-stricken Stilts, it seems like nothing will ever change. Okay, but I'm gonna guess that she tries to change it somehow. Maybe she finds like a queen or a king or a prince, that kind of vibe. Sounds like something I probably will like. I'm gonna get a few out at a time because I'm like literally going into this box non-stop, and I can feel so many more books in here. Oh, I forgot I bought this book and I cannot wait to read it. Oh, it's called Dance of Thieves by Mary E. Pearson. And first of all, I love the front cover. Second of all, I have just heard nothing but good things by so many people who have read this book. And it's a fantasy book that just sounds really unique. I don't really know too much about the plot, but from what I've heard, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love this book. And I think a lot of people have put this on like their all-time favorite. So can't wait for this one. I also got Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I've heard really great things about this book. I know it's like a second chance romance, like a married couple who break up, and there's like I think quite a bit of trauma explored in this book, or like some deep topics from what I can remember people telling me about this book. But it's rated quite highly on Goodreads, and I just really want to read some more romance books, and especially more romance with Black characters. So I'm very excited for this one. Oh, I forgot about this one. I've got The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. The main reason that I actually bought this book was because I've heard good things about Lynn Painter as an author, as a romance author. And I couldn't find her very popular ones at the do-over, maybe, but I did see this one, so I thought, give it a chance, why not? Plus, it really stands out, the yellow. I like the yellow. I think it's like a friends to lovers, or like fake dating trope maybe. Can't remember. Probably fake dating trope from the title, the love wager. So yes, this sounds like it'll be a fun, easy, simple, quick read. Okay, the box is coming down. Let's actually just get into the little corners now. There's not that many left, but I think the ones that are like special edition books that I want to show you guys. Oh, before that, there's one more. Where the Crawdads or Crawdads Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. This is now on Netflix, right? I think I saw a trailer for this on Netflix. But how beautiful is this cover? I'm pretty sure this is a special edition book. And I've been meaning to read this anyway, but when I saw this cover, I was like, yes, please. It's so pretty. I love the colours. Don't know too much about the plot. I'm pretty sure it's like a mystery book. I think someone goes missing or something, and yeah, I don't remember exactly the plot, but definitely I'm excited for this one. And the rest of the books are actually classics, but they're like super beautiful. I think one of them is in Toby's box because I made him buy me one. I was like, Toby, I bought so many books, will you just buy one for me? But yeah, I've got Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen and Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. And they are just stunning. Like, genuinely, just imagine this on a bookshelf. Stunning. I really do want to read some classics. So guys, my camera literally just died and cut me off whilst I was talking about those classic books. But anyway, on to more exciting things. Toby has come to join us and show you all of the books that he bought from the warehouse. So yeah, can't wait to see them, Tobes.
Yeah, so I think straight off the bat, I think Deb had a plan going in. I just was walking around aimlessly, stumbling across things.
Yeah.
I definitely had a crime thriller mindset because that's what I like. So the first one I got was this one. It's by a guy called Ian Rankin. Basically, it's about a detective called John Ravus who lives in Edinburgh and he solves quite graphic crimes. So this one's about a serial killer that I think unfortunately likes younger people.
Oh no.
So, but I it's not for everyone, I know, but I quite like that sort of crime stuff. So, and I saw the title was Noughts and Crosses, and I know Deb likes Noughts and Crosses, and he actually talks about it in the first page.
Does he?
Yeah, saying it was a play on that. So, so the next one I got was the second book from the same author. So this one's about dead addicts in what's it called, in squats. So again, I'm sure it's going to be like, you know, super hearty. But I think the thing with this is there's like, I think like maybe 15 books.
Yeah, there's a lot
12.
of
So obviously they're quite short. They're all about 200 pages. So I thought, you know, I can get through them quick, and if I like them, then I'll buy more. But they've got good reviews. I think they're all about 3.8, 3.9. So
decent.
solid.
I'll put it on the table for you.
Oh, there is the first one. So the next one I got was, so my favourite band ever is Oasis. So I basically found like a bit of a homage to them, and I think it's like written by the brothers, and it's about how they met, how they went about things.
How they met?
Not how they met, but like how they started Oasis, and there's some
brothers.
There's some like really like good quality pictures, and yeah, it's just like quite cool. So, and it's got really good ratings. So I'm gonna hopefully, I think they're very Noel and Liam Gallagher in it. So
yeah, you really want to display this, don't you?
I think it looks so cool, don't you?
It is cool.
It's a bit like an album cover.
Once we get our bookshelf downstairs.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. So the next two books don't have many reviews, and I didn't know this when I first grabbed them, but I thought they sounded quite cool. So this one says Silence of the Lambs meets Blade Runner. So obviously Silence of the Lambs is essentially a detective that uses a serial killer to help find another serial killer. And it sounds like it's a similar kind of thing. And it also, Yeah, and it also talks about. I think it kind of talks about that the detective can kind of get into the mind of a serial killer. So it's a little bit
It's
like
like The Naturals.
yeah, and like Hannibal, the TV show as well. So in Hannibal, Hannibal can get in anyway. Not Hannibal, but anyway, it sounded cool, and then Blade Runner is a good film
It's
as
a
well.
pretty cool
So
front cover.
yeah, Witness X. It's another serial killer one. So
I'd say
I am sane. I am normal. I just like crime stuff. It's quite interesting.
say Moorhead.
Yeah, sounds like an Irish name. Um, last of the crime genre books, it gets a bit more thrillery then. So this is called Now You See by Max Manning. I think this is the one that's got like 100 reviews. I think when I showed it to you, it was like social media.
Oh yeah.
Taunt, like using social media to taunt the police. And then it talks about his young daughter gets captured as well. So I'm sure it's going to be
like Taken.
Yeah, so I'm sure it's going to end up being quite generic in some aspects. Like, oh, my daughter got captured. What should I do now? But yeah, it sounded interesting. He titles everything "I Killer." There's like "I Killer" is posted. So.
Oh my god, yeah, he posts photos and lines of his victims
Before they die and after they die. So.
Oh wait, I was going to ruin something, but that's quite similar to another book I read. I think I told you guys about it. The one by John Marks, a serial killer in that book, and yeah, weird stuff happens.
So yeah, so that was the crime stuff. I feel like your audience might like this book, legit.
Yeah, it does look
So
good.
this is called Gone. So Deb was like, I think there was a book you really wanted. So I was like, oh, this sounds cool. And you were like, Gone. I was like, okay, fair enough. And I was like, and they're all like £2, £3. So I was like, why not? I'll just buy it. So first thing that stood out to me is it says, I love these books by Stephen King. And I like all the Stephen King film adaptations and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, maybe I like this. Essentially, it's a little bit, what would you call like Hunger Games type of film?
Dystopian.
Yes, very dystopian in that sense. So essentially, everyone over the age of 15 disappears randomly, across the world. I think this is set in California, and some people have mutant powers. And then obviously it's a bit, I'd imagine, Lord of the Flies, and there's hierarchies. So yeah, it sounds good. It's it's like 500 pages, so be quite a long one, but yeah, it looks
a
looks
world without adults. Normal life as you know it's crashed and burned. I don't know how I'd feel about a world of 15-year-olds. That's terrifying.
Well, you wouldn't be here, Deb.
I know.
So nothing to worry about. This was snuck in my book. I say snuck in my book, snuck in my box. But hey, look, Little Women, can't wait.
This is the one I was telling you guys about that I made Toby buy me just one, because there was no price on them, so I was really scared they were going to be like £20 each, and I just bought 3. I was like, Toby,
not scared for my bank balance.
Did you put one? I had like 50 books in my basket. You had like 10.
Yeah, and ours were similar prices.
Yeah,
they were kind of similar.
You spent a lot.
I don't know why, but it's called The Getaway. So basically, I'll read this to you, and you can try understand why I bought it, because I don't now reading it back. So it says, Jay is lucky to be living and working at one of the world's most famous resorts. He and his crew, his family, and the safety of the walled county. But soon people begin to disappear, vanishing overnight with no warning. Ooh.
Gone.
Yeah, then the richest and most powerful families in the world start to arrive with no plans to leave. The rich are paying to wait out the apocalypse. I think that's why I bought it, because I like apocalyptic style things. In Karloff County, and the employers will be at their beck and call, whether they like it or not. How far are Jay and his crew willing to go to get their freedom back? Sounds, I mean,
I've got to say, that sounds quite boring.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It sounds all right with like the disappearing.
Yeah, I mean, look, it may surprise me, but again, it was like £2. So like,
what were the ratings like?
I think it's probably the lowest one, or one of the lowest ones. But I was just like, the cover looked like
Saw?
No, there's a horror film. I can't remember. What's the film when they're like, you have 24 hours to commit any crime?
I don't know.
Someone will know that. Someone write that. It's basically you have it's in the US. It's like a law where people can do whatever they want for 24 hours.
That sounds terrible. It's by someone called Lamar Giles or Giles.
Yeah, but the cover looks cool.
Yeah.
this one I picked up, and Deb was like, "Oh," she claimed she was going to buy it. I think she was just impressed at what I picked up.
No, it just sounds good. It's very dark, like
Yeah,
horror-y.
you read it then. You read it quite well.
So it says, Mallory is delighted to have a new job looking after gorgeous 5-year-old Teddy. She's been sober for a year and a half, and she's sure her new nannying role in the affluent suburbs will help keep her on the straight and narrow. That is, until Teddy starts to draw disturbing pictures of his imaginary friend, Anya. It's quite clear to Mallory and Teddy's parents, even in his crude, childish style, that the woman Teddy is drawing in his pictures is dead. Teddy's crayons are confiscated and his paper locked away, but the drawings somehow keep coming, telling a frightening story of a woman murdered, and they're getting more sophisticated. But if Teddy isn't drawing the pictures anymore, who is? And what are they trying to tell Mallory about her new home?
And the cover looks pretty cool as well.
Yeah, it says every house has a secret.
Yeah. So
it's by someone called Jason Reculak.
Jason.
Oh, Jason Reculak. I don't know, it sounds kind of terrifying. Oh, look, Stephen King also recommended this
maybe
book.
I just saw that, but...
Yeah, he said, I loved it. The surprise is really surprise, and it was hard to achieve.
Propulsiveness.
That won't let you put it down. Oh, it has hard to achieve propulsiveness. Okay. I kind of want to read this, but also it sounds terrifying, so you can read it first and tell me if it's scary.
Yeah, I definitely won't tell you if it is.
No, Toby.
No, because what's the point in... It's like if you watch a film and you know what's going to happen.
No, but just tell me if it's scary.
I don't want
to not sleep.
I don't know how you can get scared by a book.
You can get...
I'm not saying you can't, but I haven't been. I'm saying that the silent patient was quite creepy at the end, but...
Yeah, it does get creepy.
So this is like my comic nerdiness. So I love Batman. Like, I think Batman's so cool. So this is called Endgame. I think it's just one of like a big series, but I just read it and sounded really cool. If anyone knows Batman, there's a guy called the Scarecrow. He has a fear toxin. He basically puts that fear toxin on you, and you see your worst fears, and
that sounds horrible.
And it takes over. And I think it's been released all over Gotham City. On to the next one, Wolverine. So I like Wolverine as well, and this seems like a bit of a, don't want to say origin, but it seems like a standalone book, and the artwork looks really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, here we are. It says he's the best there is at what he does, and Wolverine's not so bad either. And then this one I think is what ramped the price up quite considerably, but it is like beautiful. So I've read this already, and I've seen the film, and it's one of my favourite Marvel films. And even you thought it looked pretty as well.
Yeah, it's got like really cool engravings on the back.
Yeah.
You can see that. That's all engraved in. That's cool.
And if anyone has read any comics, this is almost written like a book instead on the inside.
Yeah, it looks like like a picture book.
Yeah, so it's like rather than written like a comic, it's more like an actual book, which I thought was quite unique. So yeah, that's what I bought. I don't know what my favourite is. Like my favourite looking one's the Oasis one. I think the one I'm probably most looking forward to reading is probably that Gone one.
Oh yeah.
Why
did you start with Noughts and Crosses?
Just because it's like 200 pages.
Fair.
So I thought like I could get through it quite quick and back. I'm a fully fledged reader now by the looks of it.
You better get through these books. Toby spent like £48, I think, and you bought 14 books.
Yeah, like 12, 14.
Like and I bought, I wouldn't say like 50. It might have been a bit less, a bit more.
50?
Yeah.
You did not buy 50 books. It was like 50 books. You didn't buy 50.
How many was it then?
I think it was like 25, 30.
Do you reckon?
50 books.
No. In this haul, guys, back me up. It was never ending. There were so many books. I don't know. I'll count them, but there were a lot. And I spent about £68. I think it was a lot. It was more than 25, 100%. So it'll be in between 25 and 50. I don't know, 35, 30-ish. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it was a long one. There was so many books to get through. Hopefully you've got some inspiration or some ideas or some books to add to your own TBR. And if you've read any of the books that we've shown you, then please let us know what you thought of them, what you rated it, and which one you would read first if you had these books. And yeah, if you made it this far as well, could you please put an emoji? I'd say a shopping bag emoji. Do you want to choose one, Tobes?
The skull. I don't know why that popped into my head. I think because in that John Ravis first book, it's really dark at the start.
All right, a shopping bag.
Maybe not a skull. Do a cross. Do a cross for the what's it?
Knots and crosses.
Yeah.
Okay. A shopping bag and a cross.
Skull. God, I feel I'm a maniac.
Yeah, you're not coming across very sane right now, Tobes.
Yeah, maybe. But if anyone's read any of the other ones that I've got, that'd be good.
I mean,
you don't know.
You never know.
I'll ask. What's the woman that keeps messaging me on thingy? The group I'm in, crime thriller book. I'll ask her. Maybe she'll know.
Yeah, Tobes is in a group on Goodreads. That's how much of a reader he is in a book club. So anyway, before we carry on rambling, thank you so much for watching, and we'll hopefully catch you in the next video. Bye guys.